Yo. 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 Yo, yo, yo. How are you doing today, guys? Was good, bro, on PC. Pro League cards cost 1.3K. Good. I hope they get even more expensive. Started second up with Hunter and Shadow Kim cells. Dude, look at this. Got all the league cards. All those are stacking up. Injury cards. Crazy. You got plus 500K? Oh, we're nowhere near plus 500K. We still have like 1.5 to 2 mil minimum of coins and packs I have yet to open. And we still are crafting more. C-Barbs, what's up, buddy? How much are they for us at the moment? I was selling for 1.2 earlier. I don't know if they got any higher than that. But guys, if you haven't seen any of our videos on how to make easy coins, the more expensive these get, the more volatile they are, the more coins we make. Whether from League SBCs or whether from straight flipping these. Gold rares are also going up. Gold rares are getting more and more expensive, which means we make more coins on League SBCs. Which means in your calculations, even if the price goes up of the Pro League Portuguese League, you can still afford them. And especially if you're not using everything tradable. If you have a ton of untradable you're using. Like on us, we average probably half the squad untradable. If we're only buying 5, and they were around 1,000, or you're getting them on average around 1,000, you're spending 5K for 2 tradable packs. That's wild, man. Should I sell Belgium and Portuguese League cards when they're over 1K or use them in SBC? Yes to both. Would be my advice. Make the coins on them and pick them back up when they're cheaper. Use untradables. Sell them for higher prices. Take advantage of that. My rule of thumb is this, especially when you pack them, I always sell tradable ones. Because regardless of what the buy nows are, you can always pick them up on bid cheaper than the buy now. Even if it's just 100 to 200. Good evening, reading chat. Good evening. Time, what's up, buddy? What'd you say? I didn't do anything today and yesterday. No progress in packs or coins just because I wanted a little bit of a rest. No worries, buddy. I will say for us, we are the exact opposite. We are now closer to 3,000 packs than we are probably to 2,500. I did as best as I could to get myself down, but we were making too many coins or making too many packs. I have over 100 crafting upgrades for you guys. We're going to get over 250 total league-specific premiums probably by tomorrow. We are in a really good position. League SBCs are banging. We're pure profit every single run by an insane amount. We haven't really gotten any crazy pack pulls, I'd say, tradable. Just consistency. Do you sell every card or do you keep gold commons? C-Barbs, I have never once kept a gold common or gold rare to use for League SBCs. Unless there was a specific, like, individual case you've heard us call out. I still can't believe you were using tradable gold rares in League SBCs, brother. When you told me that today, brother, I almost lost my mind. It was on my lunch break. I'm like, no shot. No shot. No shot. This man is using gold rare tradables in League SBCs. Do you know how many hundreds of thousands of coins, C-Barbs, more you'd probably have now? That was probably out of everything the biggest factor for your coins now you're going to notice that even more in terms of the ability for you to make coins on League SBCs if you're continuing to grind. Yep. And so you were doing that and you were still making coins. That's the wild part. Now think about little areas like that where it's like, oh, what else was I doing that might have not been optimal? You make little tweaks here or there. Boom. Way better. When do I open all my good packs? Yes. You open them when you want to open them. I was doing gold runners, buying on 700 bid and selling at 850, made like 10K in 40 minutes. Is that good? That's not only good, you could probably make even more. You could list them for 900 plus and get consistent sales. We were telling YouTube members earlier, you guys can make way more coins than you think because a lot of you are listing like you are the ones buying. You got to remember, people in this game and people in general aren't the brightest. They don't know prices. They're not constantly tracking it. They see, oh, prices are around this. I'm going to buy this. That's as far as they think about it. They're not grinding League SBCs. They're not making coins. They see they have 20K. They'll buy out 2 runs. Do you show your method, what you're doing now in your latest video? Haven't checked that one out. Yes, Tyvin. The video that we did 100 plus additional League SBC runs for pure profit, and you're seeing the benefits getting reaped right now, is the video. Yes, you need to watch it. You probably miss. It was good you got a rest day before full team of the year. It was probably the day we also made the most coins and got the most grinding done. So now you got to really lock in, brother. Full team of the year starts tomorrow, Thursday. 12th man and nominees, I believe, are Friday. Tried to grind for a few days and I'm absolutely exhausted. Much respect for that. Dude, I'm scared that I'm never going to run out of packs. It's a genuine fear now. I was on Pale Tools spamming before. I felt no closer to running out. Or working my way down, I should say. Alright, so we'll rip through some jumbo gold packs, fill our transfer list a bit more before we get started, boys. I haven't even done many of the dailies, so we're going to grind those. We're going to make our winter provisions. Let me just show you kind of where we currently sit for those of you kind of wondering what progress we've made since yesterday. So I have back over, well, I had back over 100 jumbo golds. I'm now down to 44. We made over 100 crafting upgrades, so we're at 129. We're going to try to get this number somewhere between 250 to 500 for tomorrow. I'm really going to push for that to happen. Prime Gold player packs, remember how this number was supposed to be under 200? And that would have been quote-unquote break even. We are now well over 300. So I have well over 100 of these. I need to spam. The issue is I don't have room to spam them right now. Prime Electrums are up to 222. So this is 222 packs where I'm making just pure profit. The Jumbo Gold pack, essentially, that I've been opening, the quick sell value of this has essentially been how much I've been paying per run of the League SBCs. So everything else on top of that, and the consumables in my club, the managers, all that additional stuff that I haven't sold on, is essentially pure profit. So what I'm going to most likely do, I'm looking at my liquid coins, and I'll see what numbers look like after I'm out of the Jumbo Golds. I'm going to continue to build up these Prime Electrums. We're going to spam Prime Electrums on stream for Thursday for decent chunks. We won't do like every pack, only this pack is stream. We'll do little things in little sections. So if we get to, let's say, 250 to 300 Prime Electrums, because I could probably do another 50 plus League SBC runs today. If we get to that point, I'll then open this down to a certain number. Then we'll get a full transfer list and we'll keep rotating into other stuff. But I have those open, small Prime Gold player packs. I'm trying to take these to 0. We still have 85 left of those. And we're almost to 1,300 small rare gold players packs. We are absolutely loaded. Haven't even opened my gold players packs from today. We have all the provisions from today. Oh yeah, also too, guys, I've told you guys, we basically not stopped doing the mix, but we've stopped buying out the mix. I'm essentially just doing the mix through the premium grind. So when I open the gold packs and the other stuff in there, I'm getting a crap ton of MLS cards, using bronze and silvers I have in my club to finish those, and just kind of leftover stuff throughout the daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold. We're building up like an additional funnel, which, as you know, when we did the mix into the mix, that made a lot more mixed into the premium. So I have no doubt when we get low on like gold commons and stuff, this will be another area we can pull from the premium mix as well. League specific packs, like I said, we're trying to build out over 250 total. I'm at over 50 for the Spanish leagues. I'm at almost 100 of the Premier League BWSL one. League One, we constantly get to like 25 plus and then open these down to 15-ish. We're going to continue to build those up for League SBCs, man. But we are in a really good spot, dudes. I'm super excited. We're going to grind a ton today. I can't wait to see what this accomplishes. So, again, let's start. Let's get the jumbo gold packs as low as possible. Big snowstorm coming this weekend. Oh, well, guess we'll have to spend even more time grinding. Hey, if there was ever a time, then, for a snowstorm to be inside, now would be the time. Girlfriend wants to go on dates. Tell her, baby, I love you. I have a special date planned next week. It's a surprise, though. If you ask me about it, I can't take you there, okay? You gotta trust me, okay? And then you do your grinding this week, and then you take her on a date right after. Boom! There you go. Is there or will there be a Pale Tools tutorial for the grind? I mean, we can make a specific Pale Tools video, but we have Pale Tools videos for League SBCs already. If you wanted to tweak the League SBCs to your liking, if you're no longer caring about the amount of rares you're using, you're just using untradables for like Pro League and Portuguese League for like half of it, just switch it to like 15 of each league, most recent, and if you just started spamming your untradable packs, you'll have a bunch of your untradables start popping up. That's all you really got to do. Crafting upgrades, that really doesn't need a Pale Tools video. All that's kind of self-explanatory. All I'm doing in Pale Tools is essentially spamming packs at a faster speed. And then doing the same recycle we do on console. Outside of that, nothing's really changed. We could make a video for it, but in my head, I feel like it'd be a copy and paste, essentially. I don't know. Would you guys find that useful? Do you also quick sell silvers from the Prime Electrum? Yes and no. League SBC cards for the mix we keep. Everything else we usually quick sell. That's off league. Premium mix cards we'll usually try to sell, especially the Pro League, Portuguese League. What would you say is the best bidding moneymaker right now? Gold rares or Pro League? All three. 86, all three of those. Whatever's making you the most coins. You are averaging 400 a K minimum. Most people are nowhere near your level of making coins, so you're in a good position. If you need to, you might have to just rip open then at the end of Team of the Year and just grind the league specifics and put every card into them and hopefully get a few Team of the Years. I mean, we're going to open thousands of league specifics. I have no fear. I know the weight's low. I know the drop rate is extremely low. Essentially, you'd have to open like 10,000 to have almost a guaranteed chance at a Team of the Year. We'll address that if it gets to that point, but I still have no doubt that I will get a Team of the Year. I see where my funnels are. I see the quality of pack we're building up. I see the quality of pack we saved. We'll hit in something. It happens every single year. The beauty is we're making so many coins while doing this, is if we get to the end of these packs and we have millions upon millions of coins and we want to reinvest, we can just reinvest right back into the grind. Can't work out a Pale Tools filter for crafting upgrade. You can't work out a... It tells you exactly what you would need to put in. Or are you talking about the balance with like the other menu grind? Because it's literally just 2 rares, 5 commons. Boom. Filter done. If you want to make it more complicated and only use off leagues or only use dupe storage, you can change it to however you want. Yeah, don't overthink it, bud. How many SBCs can we do on the web app? 300 recommended. I feel like I've done well over 300 today. I made over 100 crafting upgrades, and I did, since yesterday, probably about 100 League SBC runs. Along with dailies and a bunch of other stuff. You prefer quick selling common golds instead of putting in SBCs? Absolutely. I know some people differ with that. If you guys can give me an explanation that makes sense, I would be willing to hear it. My position with gold commons that we're quick selling for these prices. First of all, if you don't have a lot of these, you should try to list them for 350, 400. You'll get sales. The bulk we're doing just doesn't make sense to list them. I'd rather list the gold rares and other items. But my logic with quick selling these is we have infinite untradables. So that's just additional coins liquid. And by quick selling these, if we would have saved 1, 2, 3 of these players and I was desperate for gold commons, we could then go to the market and buy 1 or 2 if needed. This way we're operating in a way where we focus on using just the untradables. And if we were desperate for a tradable, we could buy it. But in theory, we never have to ever buy a card. It's kind of glitched though. Some players don't appear if you build straight from the template. It depends on the settings of your template. That might be like it might not pull the dupe storage if you have it as top leagues. And all your dupe storage is top leagues. Yeah, but I didn't make any coins the last 2 days. Wanted to go in again today, but my old filter wasn't really working. Maybe because it was like 4 hours before content, so the supply's not great. Okay, well then you have the other 2 that work just fine. Gold rares will forever work this week. And you'll have the most people buying them consistently as well. Yeah, what are the Pro League and Portuguese League out right now? Does anyone know on console what their buy now within the hour are? Hey, thanks to you, I have a lot of packs. Well, less than you, of course, but I wonder, could you explain how to open them faster with Pale Tools? How to prepare your transfer list and manage tradables? I open in groups, so you'll see me do, like, right now, obviously I'm on console, but I do the same thing on Pale Tools. I would just open tradable packs, fill my transfer list, and then get back to grinding. So for me right now, I'm filling my transfer list with the jumbo golds. Then we'll start spamming our other packs into more League SBCs, into more crafting upgrades, into more dailies, into all that stuff. Pale Tools, the way you're going to speed it up is you're going to go to the Pale Tools settings. And you're going to disable the pack animation. And there's an option where you can enable it for special cards. So Informs, Team of the Years, things like that. It will show you if you get one. Otherwise, it does it almost instantly where it opens. So you really get to spam through those packs a lot faster. They sell within 5 minutes for 1,300? Okay. Or the last 5 minutes. Either way. We'll start listing. And guys, I don't want to be that guy either. But if you look at what we're listing, what we're putting in our club and not selling yet, what we're quick selling, these numbers in terms of just the jumbo gold, I'm telling you, this jumbo gold alone, I'm in pure profit for most League SBC runs. And that's not even accounting the Prime Electrum. This is wild, dude. So I'm just going to keep reinvesting. Reinvesting into more Pro League and Portuguese League earlier in the day. And then leftovers, if we did want to sell them in the evening, I just slowly work through mine. I haven't been flipping as much, but we picked up for like 900 again. We could sell for 1,300 and make 400 per one for hundreds of cards if we wanted. Hey, Mom, thanks for your video. Helped me a lot. One question, is it worth it to buy silver players from League One Eredivisie, or is it okay to put golds in the section? If you can win them on bid for 150 to 200 or buy now for 200, it would be smart to have at least some in your club so that you don't have to necessarily use all golds depending on where you're getting the golds from. If you're doing, like, I recommend premium mixed, or not, sorry, I got a text. I recommend you don't do it as your main premium league specific, but if you guys start filtering in the League One Women's French League into your premium when you're low on gold and gold rares from there, I find that I have endless golds, but those ones I get for cheap, if you're already making pure profit, and that just extends that squad out further so you don't have to use as many players that are gold or as many rares. If your rare requirement is the thing that's screwing you up from doing more runs, I would then, yeah, I would just focus on winning those and stuff on bid. And any other grind, if you're doing daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold, you're probably getting some stuff in there. If you're doing any mix, whether you're focusing on the mixed or whether you're just slowly getting it done from the premiums, all that's going to give you additional cards too. So I don't even necessarily need to buy them. They're just kind of always potentially around. Background music title, it's a whole non-copyright playlist by Harris Heller. The last song was Dawn Early Light that you're referring to. Yeah, chill vibes. This is a stupid question, but just a quick question. But how much per card are you making by bidding on gold rares and selling them? And then not with lazy lists. I want my coins quick. We're making 150 to 200 per card within the hour, usually, when we do it. But I haven't been doing it as much because I'm making all the coins from League SBCs and then tripling down on League SBCs to make even more coins, then quadrupling down on League SBCs to make even more coins. So we'll just be making endless coins this way. Why do you keep consumables? Because selling consumables now when they're a fraction of the price that they will be later, in my head, is not worth it. Think about the hundreds of anchors, shadows, hunters that will inevitably be more expensive when packs aren't as spammed, when there's limited supply, and when we stop getting ones daily. That alone is going to be the difference between an additional few 100,000 coins versus a few million. Like, I could probably take my liquid coins to zero right now, reinvest into more League SBCs, do that nonstop, work my way all the way down, and have it all be into consumables and have like 3 to 5 million if we were patient just in consumables. But eventually patience is going to have to end, right? Thus, like gold commons and stuff, I have to quick sell the gold commons rather than list for 350, 400 because we simply just don't have the time. Should I put my whole club into 82 rated into crafting premium upgrades or non-League SBC cards into them first? My rule of thumb with higher low-end ratings like 81s, 82s, 83s, 84s, yada yada, get all your dailies done. Focus on that so you don't have to worry about it anymore, and then use your 82s, 83s, 84s, all that stuff to help you do League SBCs easier, to get lower rated squads done easier, of player SBCs that are out. For me, that's the way I like doing it. Cheeky 88 tradable. Let's go. Don't buy Eredivisie. Just use the League One upgrade so you don't so you can use untradables. Well, there's pros and cons to each. We're laying out the pros and cons. There is actually a value to getting cheap bronze and silver Eredivisie in League One. Most people don't need it though, I'd say. All right, let's see. How much are 88s? 7.9. Cool. Started filtering League One specifics with my dupe League Ones in my storage. Nice. You pack Koundé today? W, bro. That's more like it from Liverpool, 3-0 in France. Hey. Hey. Ooh, United kit. Is that a value? Do you think Sunderland get Europe this year? Depending on outgoings and incomings, there's a chance, but it has to be decent work. We just made like 20K on that League SBC pack alone. Swear League SBCs just spawn coins out of nowhere. They don't spawn coins out of nowhere. You get coins in a very consistent manner. People just aren't familiar with prices and they overspend. If you can be analytical and understand the total cost that you're spending, this is, by the way, how we get unlimited. A lot of you guys, I think, are understanding unlimited incorrectly. What I view as unlimited is all our grinds from the start of the year to the end of the year. I purposely make them in a way where you're either making endless packs or making endless coins or both at the same time. You'll notice the earlier in the year it is, the more limited the grind is. But as more and more stuff comes out, the more options we have and the easier it gets. Imagine this with like exchanges or more daily provisions or an 82-20. It's already such a crazy grind. Imagine this at a whole nother level. But where people go wrong, especially with the price of the Pro League and the Portuguese League, they're thinking in their head, okay, I'm buying out every single one, so it'd be this price. It's not worth it at 1,200. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to stop League SBCs altogether. Oh, it's 700. Maybe I do it then. They're not thinking of making coins in the club stock and the selling. They're not thinking of the untradables that they're using, so it limits the amount of coins they're actually spending. So if you can kind of lock down, again, your averages, not per run, but your averages, on average, how much are you spending? If you notice you can consistently spend less than the bare minimum quick sell value you're getting, not only are we surpassing the bare minimum quick sell value, the average return on these packs is way higher than the quick sell value. I would argue a lot of them, it's almost double that with the amount of gold rares we're getting, the consumables we haven't sold on yet. So our coins will continue to go higher and higher and higher, which means we can reinvest more and more into this. What that's going to look like for me is later in Team of the Year, we're going to have to go even harder. We're going to be on pill tools like 24/7. It's just going to be spam, 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 nonstop. It's so good. People will eventually catch on. People will eventually catch on. For now, the people who know. The other people just don't want to do it, and that's fine. But either way, we make coins. I'm just gonna try grinding on my console account now until tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we'll even tonight I'll show you guys some Pale Tool spamming once we're out of these jumbo gold packs. Just so you guys are kind of familiar with what that might look like. And when I say like, oh, off stream I was able to make 100 crafting upgrades, you might be saying, yo Mumbo, I see you open like 50 jumbo golds. You do like 10 league specifics. You made like 3 league SBC runs in an hour and a half. How did you possibly do that off stream? Paletta, my boy Paletta. But no, all that being said, it no longer becomes an issue of coins anymore, right? It's no longer an issue of can you make coins on it? How many runs can I afford to do? The issue comes down to time and bans. Realistically, if I keep the average around the same and I just bought a little higher and just endlessly filled up, if there wasn't like, if it didn't go off of individual players in your club, and if you had a player in your club, you couldn't put another player in your club tradable. If it was just like an average price and it was like, okay, stock market says these leagues are 1,000 apiece. If I could buy shares into the league, I would put 5 million coins into shares of these cards daily. And then if I could do the average price I'm doing League SBCs and have it like pre-made in bulk and say, hey, I want to open to this amount, I would take this to infinite levels. Time is just the biggest indicator. For a lot of us, well, for everyone it is, but for a lot of us, that is the factor that's making the grind not even, it's already good. It's already great in my opinion, but taking it to that next step. Dude, thanks, mate. Doing 25 runs a mix per day, but still have a little problem with the bronze silver section. Hope you'll find your team leader soon. Thanks, bud. What a little problem with the bronze silver of the first section is that? The Saudi Romania? Yeah, if you guys have PS5 version, install the PS4 version 100%. It's going to be worth it. Want a vid because I can't grasp how you make 100 in a day. I want to see it. Luckily, you're going to see it today, and is that 40K? How much are 90s? $50K? 52, 51. Let's go, baby. W. That's just, we're going to call those dividends, okay? The investment is in the League SBCs. That's just bonuses that pay out because we invested in League SBCs, right? You don't count on that. It's end of year bonus. The grind was profitable. EA's paying back out. Your pack luck is crazier than mine. I don't have crazy pack luck, brother. It's literally just pack spam. I open hundreds of the same pack. I want to because I can't grasp me make 100 a day. I want to see it, but the problem is, like, F, much respect to you, but because I didn't have the game before, I couldn't really put my club in the perfect position. You get a totally different grind that works way more. Yeah, Timon brings up a good point. And for those of you who found the channel in the past, like, week or so, you guys are immune from this statement. But for anybody who was around the past few months, specifically Black Friday and beyond, I hope this was a wake-up call for every single one of you. The daily grinding, the daily 10 to 25 runs, the daily build-up, the saving some packs. You don't even need to save packs. If you're just making coins consistently and building up consistent coins, your grind right now can look extremely different than other people's. If you have to build everything now and open everything now, you're not getting the time benefit of us that get to sit there and spam 50 of a tradable pack in a row and then go to 50 of an untradable pack and then recycle into another 40 to 50 and then just keep doing that over and over. you miss out on those things. You can still, it's not full team of the year yet. You can still somewhat build up to something like that. We have people who've made hundreds of packs in the past few days. It still would work just as well, but again, scale is the big thing. The more you have, the more you do it, the more you can scale it. That's the thing I want to hit home. It works at every level, but the more you have, the more you get. Beautiful. My club storage is full of 82s and 83s. I don't know where to start them. If you haven't done your dailies, do all your dailies. After you do all your dailies, put them into League SBCs to make it lower the rating of other cards you need to use. That should be number 1 and number 2. After that, consistently put it into player SBCs that have low rated squads so that you can get more tradable packs. Team of the Week upgrades if you want additional fodder that's not the same dupes that you're consistently getting. Even, here's a tip too. You can save it as informs for a potential 8220 that might never come. You could still build for that just in case of that. But I think the slept on tip with Team of the Week, especially with consistent 82, 83s, and 84s after all your dailies, is just an additional source of fodder in ratings that you can get that won't be duplicates. Like, I don't know how many informs are 87, 88, 89, 90, 91 rated, but think about how many gold rares you've been stocking up in your club of those ratings. In your dupe storage, like the top 20 is like the same 88 card over and over. That probably gets very frustrating that you can't put them all into one squad. Messi or Ronaldo honorable mentions pick is coming, both 90 rated. Why don't you quick sell the manager leagues and injuries, etc. are not worth much, but you don't need them in the club, do you? That is where you are completely incorrect, but makes perfect sense why you think so. So this is one of those things that separates a lot of people in terms of the amount of coins they could make versus not make. Martin, we're going to use you as an example. I don't know how you grind, but throughout the day, how full is your transfer list normally? Just ballpark. Whether it's like per hour, per day. Do you usually have 100 cards listed at any point in time? Or what does that look like? Jose, what's up, buddy? It's worth buying out the Premium League SBC if you don't have many of the cards. Very much depends on what specifically you're buying out. Prem, La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, never buy a card. League 1 Eredivisie have most untradeable. You can get away with buying some if you know how to do it with bronzes and silvers. Pro League Portuguese League, there are zero excuses to not at least use some untradables. And there's a billion grinds you could do to get them. And we have grind videos on every single one. Normally completely full. Okay, what are you specifically listing? So this is something I'm going to put you guys on game for. And it's not going to seem like a huge deal, but for some of you, it's going to change the way you view the menus. So, for example, let's say I'm grinding League SBCs and I know I'm not going to be using much of my transfer list. If I'm opening untradeable packs to make more untradeable packs or just spamming those, I'll get a full transfer list of different things selling. Right now, it's mainly gold rares from these jumbo golds. But let's say it's weekend league, right? Right now, it's the middle of the week. It's different. But if it's weekend league, what I like to do, and we'll show you guys this because I haven't done this in probably ever since we started building up, but you'll see the beauty in it. On its face, these aren't that valuable, right? Let me go to the all injury cards. There's 467, right? By me not quick selling these now, that is an additional 12,390 coins that could go into liquid coins and could go to getting more League SBC runs, buying more cards for my team, or whatever I want to use them for. Promo packs, yada, yada. However, if the quick sell value per one is 30 coins, the difference between like maybe a gold common and this is a gold common. If I'm trying to sell it for 350, 400, and I can quick sell it for 266 to like 272, a 350 sale after tax and 272 for an individual card is not going to be much of a difference. The difference between throwing away every single one of these versus holding on to them, if you have the coins, these are the things that make you tens of thousands of coins more a week, hundreds of thousands of coins more a month, millions of coins more throughout a year. You have infinite storage, so if you don't need to quick sell them right now, don't quick sell them. And again, if I ever want to go in, if I literally never get a sale on them or I get sick of doing it, I can quick sell them at any point in time and take it as more coins. The way I would look at this is like a emergency fund. If you ever got to a position where you grinded too hard and your coins went down, you completely forget this is here, that's an emergency fund. Same thing applies to like these manager leagues. Manager leagues might not feel like they're going for much, or the random ones might not feel like there's a reason for them. But all it takes is one random objective, one random player SBC that comes out that people really want to push certain things. And even if it doesn't go crazy high, if it goes from quick sell price of 38 to something that can sell very quickly for 200 or guarantee sale within the hour, and you have like 50 to 100 of them, you just get additional bonus coins from that. So it's a little bit more of diversity. You don't get the craziest amount of sales from them, but again, you're diversifying. You're giving them an opportunity to sell rather than making that decision for someone else. If you're saying, hey, no one's ever going to buy this, therefore I'm not going to list it, is the wrong logic to use. I would list them all together when you have space to do it and you have nothing else you really want to sell. Put 100 of them together, relist it a few times. Worst case scenario, if you see it gets 0 sales ever and it's opportune times like chem sales for weekend league, or it's injury cards for weekend league because you know people are playing a lot more games, they're getting injured. Perfect example of this is going to be for after Team of the Year. We're going to have swaps towards the end of Team of the Year. People are going to want to go for R9. They're going to be grinding a ton of games. A lot of people are going to watch videos on how to get R9, the best ways to do so. A lot of those people are going to be stupid. A lot of those people are going to have horrible teams. A lot of those people never do anything outside of squad battles. They're going to have players injured. You can sell those cards to them probably at a higher rate than you would have earlier in the week or earlier in the year. So long story short, that's why I keep those things. I would rather make a little bit less per pack now to make infinitely more later. But again, I'm already pure profit per run and per pack anyways. It's just additional coins. And again, those little things don't seem like much, but add up so much in the long run when it comes to your ability to make coins back or make profit. So yeah, Martin, thank you for bringing that up, brother. That's a fantastic teaching opportunity. Perfect example too. If I were to sell finishers, engines, chem styles like shadows, hunters, anchors, I'm getting a fraction of what they're going to be worth after that. So if I'm stockpiling them now, and I don't necessarily need to sell them instantly, that's going to be huge. Can I do with 83s? I don't want to do the 86-2s. Make Team of the Week packs. Do all your dailies. Use them in League SBCs. Low-end squads of player SBCs. Whatever you want, man. So use BPM to basically supply packs for the Premium League. I do not recommend BPM at all, actually. We recommend doing the mix through the buyout method at scale. If you guys haven't seen that video, it's in the grind playlist. How to do League SBCs faster and more efficient. It should have a ×25 in the logo. You can use BPM. It's just not needed. We've scaled way past BPM. All right, we're almost out of these packs, boys. In regards to BPM, is it worth it to get packs for mix and premium? I do not recommend BPM at all right now. The reason I don't recommend BPM, again, think of bronze pack method for what it's useful for. If someone would ask a question, say, why is it worth it to do BPM? Why would people promote it? Because the grind they're doing, they're opening a pack that gives them more coins and more value than the pack itself. And the faster you can open those, scale them into more League SBCs, spam those into bronze upgrades, silver upgrades, the more tradable cards or managers that have value you can sell, you're getting a certain amount of coins guaranteed back and infinitely more value than the pack itself. You're not looking at a single bronze pack in the case of like, I'm going to open a 750 coin bronze pack. I'm going to get more coins than this bronze pack this second. You kind of understand the different value and the different ways to do it. That still applies. But the same thing applies with buying out the mix for mixed buyout method and scale. If you're buying out at a set price, bare minimum for, we scale it to 25 runs because 25 is a great rinse and repeat example. The thing we say with it is buying out the mix is like a premium bronze pack method. You always have a chance to get a team of the year. You always have a chance to get an icon. You always have a chance to get walkouts, boards, team of the weeks, all this added stuff. And along it, you're doing bronze upgrades, silver upgrades, crafting upgrades, premium mix. It's a beautiful grind. Like I said, we have videos on every step of that grind if you guys are interested. Is BPM good for getting Liga NOS players? The Mix League is infinitely better for getting those players. Carlos Alberto, Team of the Year from random 82 times 4 objective. Nice, man. Literally the premium mix packs and the mixed league packs, both those league SBCs, get me a crap ton of Pro League and Portuguese leagues. Tradable and untradeable. You still do mixed mobile. I'm not buying it out anymore. I'm able to do the mix through the premium. But if you want to see the reasons why, you got to watch our newest video. Just see our newest grind. It's too much stuff to explain in like 30 seconds. Alright, 7 left. Look at our coins too, by the way. We're already almost at 2 mil. And what do you guys think the bare minimum value of over 200 Prime Electrum players packs would be? What are we saying? Like $1.5 million at least? Not mentioning the ones we'll continue to make as well. How do you win bids for Portugal Pro Leagues for cheap if they're not selling below 1K? You don't even need to make pure profit on them if you're using our League SBC method. Regardless of the price, you can make coins on them. But for bids, anytime you're doing bids, there's times that are better than others. A lot of supply times work really well. Different filters. Gold rare, gold common, silvers. Constantly flipping and switching between them. Because a lot of time it's your market being bugged rather than you not able to win those cards or them being like 10 minutes out. But our grind has even surpassed that. We no longer need to win bids for below the buy nows. It's a fantastic tool to make coins, but we make even more coins, infinitely more. Just buying out in bulk and doing the League SBCs with mainly untradables. And then packing so many tradable and so many untradeable to use. Selling the tradable, using the untradables. Rinse and repeating. Got a bronze from an 83 times 10 earlier. Nice. Didn't know they put bronze players in 83 times 10 packs. Got Cooney from the group rewards. I'm alting, guys. Mobile stay safe and don't touch grass the next few days. Part of the U.S. is exploding tree warning due to extreme low temperatures. Dude, it's already been negative degrees for the past few days with wind chill. And then temps below negative, just Fahrenheit in general. But yeah, if I ever had even more reason to not touch grass, there's an additional one. If Team of the Year wasn't a good enough reason. Which, guys, remember, Friday I took a vacation day for work, so we're going to grind all day Friday. So plan Thursday. We'll be live Thursday, 4 hours after new content, like usual. But Friday we'll be live before new content and spamming all day. Should I buy out the mix? Because most things that happen in the video is your grind, and we are at a totally different phases. I think you know in what situation recommend buying out mix. So timing. I'm going to make this as very simple as possible. If you aren't in a position where you have been saving any amount of packs, it doesn't matter what pack, doesn't matter what from, what quantity, what quality. If you haven't been saving any amount of packs to turn your brain off and open at times during the grind, I would probably buy out the mix and spam today, tomorrow, to get ready for Friday and the weekend. I don't know what your situation's like. I know you make a lot of coins. You can skip that altogether. I would recommend our premium mix grind, crafting upgrade grind, league specific premium grind, our newest video. Compared to the mix, this is the sort of grind for comparison. We're going to look at how 8220s were last year in terms of making coins, getting fodder, and potentially getting team of the years. Everyone's like, dang, we didn't realize how good we have it. This is Bitcoin at $1 right now. It is so good. Again, the only thing about this is time. Literally, I do not have enough time to just buy out all the Pro League Portuguese League cards, use half untradables, use the other half tradables, make pure profit from these packs, reinvest all back in, non-stop, and rinse through packs. We just run out of complete time. Okay. You guys ready to see what this looks like on Pale Tools and what I'm talking about? This is crazy. Only assets I have is 1,000,000 coins, and that's a fantastic asset to have. You could probably do this exact grind with your coin situation. Okay. But again, you need to watch the video to see if you even want to do it. Everything's explained in the video. When is icon swaps? I think the 29th. Okay, you guys ready for this? We'll give you a pack update situation too. One second. Just gotta log me back in. You're going to discard or recycle during full team release because I think you might struggle opening everything. I think off stream what I'm gonna plan on doing is open as many jumbo gold packs off stream as possible whenever we get them. When did I open this? Huh? It might have accidentally clicked on one of the silver packs. Brother, that was completely random. Yeah, Todd, let me show you the pack situation and explain. So, we're almost back down to 2,500 packs. We just simply do not have enough time. If I show you my save packs, these are just the non-locked ones. If I show you my save packs right now, we have over 180 doubles. We're going to start opening things like this on Friday, for those of you wondering. I'm going to try to build up by Friday 500 to 1,000 of the crafting upgrades. I have 1183 plus times 3s, 84 plus times 3s, 18, like a bunch of those things built out. I'm officially out of my winter provisions. Haven't done the daily ones today. But as you see here, I have like hundreds of premium runs built total. My smaller gold player pack situation we could probably get this number to 2K. Which imagine opening 2K of these and funneling it back into league specifics and more league SBCs. It's too crazy of a grind. Yeah, let me show you kind of like what a session of Pale Tools looks like for me. You're going to see me on Pale Tools a lot during full team of the year as well. I want to try to keep as much off stream as possible, recycling into the stuff I want to open on stream. That way it's the kind of best content possible too. But we'll just have to see what we even have time for. Oh, what's my dupe storage looking like? 97. Okay, League SBC time. That one's done. That one's done. Oh, what do we have? Too many players from the same team? Too many Marseille, maybe? Yeah, there we go. That one's done. Oh, that's an untradeable too. So we could do basically a full untradeable squad here if we wanted. Yeah, I have to spend 0 coins on this one. So, law of averages, if I do a full untradeable team, in theory, if I needed to, the next one I could do a full tradable. So if you're looking at me and being like, oh, Mumbo, why are you putting all those tradables in? I thought you were doing only untradeable or trying to do half. Kind of work with what you have. This is how I clear a lot of my golds. So we'll do that. We'll average that out. Get that section done right away again. 1, 2. Do we have a third rare? One. Oh. That's done again. Sweet. So in like 2 minutes, we did 2 runs. Obviously, it's not going to keep up the pace of 1 a minute, but you get the idea. CDM. CDM, that's done again. Go back in. Third time. It's done. That was done. Okay. Now we're probably getting to the point where I need to open a League 1 pack or I need to use my dupe storage. Which I don't know how much it's pulled from. I've only gone 82 here. So what I'm going to actually do... Let me open a League 1 specific. We're going to have to go through and bank probably a bunch of League 1s. Let's do that right now. We're going to do this. We're going to do Premium League 1. We'll make more of these. We're out of off-league gold rares. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dupe storage. I'm going to go low to high, ignore by position. Up to 71. I'm just going to check if we have a Pro League or Portuguese League in there. If not, I'm going to just submit all these into a Premium League specific. You can put these in whatever one you want. But the reason I'm doing this is it's going to quickly clear my dupe storage, open up a lot more room. And it's going to be mainly using the cards that we pack non-stop dupe anyways. Okay, we're in a good spot now. So if I did a League 1 pack, open that up, 87, beautiful. Bunch of gold rares. We probably need a few more gold rares. Let's open like 5 of these actually. Just start stocking the club now. My League SBC templates. Screenshot these very quickly. I don't want to spend a lot of time on them. It's basically the same things as... Just come back and look at this. You can pause the video and... It's not much different than our standard one. Only thing I really change is just using most recent and throwing a ton of Pro League and Portuguese League. It's not even perfect. I'm not good with templates. None of these are probably as optimized as you'd want them, which is why you guys should use common sense yourself and make them. Where's my league one? Eredivisie. It's just me tweaking stuff around. So if I'm using mainly one league, I'll switch to another. Things like that. For the keybinds to send to storage, whatever you have set in your Pale Tool settings. I don't know what yours are. Mine are S for submitting. Z for storage. Okay, do we need another rare still? Should I just talk about the grind tomorrow on my date? Yes, 100%. Bring it up to your date. Tell her you are really motivated to diversify your income streams. And you're thinking of... Explain the League SBC grind to her in a way that makes it sound like it's an IRL grind. But she doesn't know the difference. Look at that inform already. Any idea why I can't find my badges on YouTube? YouTube membership badges? You're not a member. If you're not a member, you don't get the badges. That's a member exclusive thing YouTube has. Another Pro League Portuguese League card. And again, if I have bonus like mix runs just laying around, this is a prime example of like when it would make sense to incorporate the mix back into this grind specifically. If I have a bunch of packs laying around and I notice I'm getting low on gold commons, or I'm getting a lot of like MLS cards and that's filling up my dupe storage, might be smart to go in and just get rid of all your MLS golds with your lower end MLS bronzes and silvers already in your club. Another Pro League card. Does it remove them when you're no longer a member? I believe so. Okay, the other ones aren't popping up now. We'll do one more with this many tradables, but the next one will go back to mainly untradables. $7.79. CDM. Right back. Cam. That one's done. That one's done. Spam some of these. Okay, so we still have 82. Could probably make some more crafting upgrades as well. More boards. Oh, you know what? We have to clear our dupe storage of dailies still. That's what I'm missing out on. I have all my 82 to 84s. Probably some 85 dupes. Are the icons and packs Fridays? Got another 85 right there. I'm not sure when the... I'm assuming they come Friday with everything else. Another inform. Do we use the inform in the League SBCs? Or do we use it as an inform? I think fodder might rise because the League SBC is okay if I share the SBC link. You can say what it is if you want. People can close their eyes. But you can't link in chat. YouTube will block it. I'm going to watch the vid now for real. I'm telling you, the grind is next level when you watch the vid. It changes your whole perspective on menu grinds in general. It is life-changing. Like I said, time and SVC bans are literally the only thing stopping you. right, yeah. Look at all the 83s and 82s we have. So still a bunch of high-end stuff. We could do some crafting upgrades with a mix of golds and things. So we could do... Let's actually do that. We'll do some kind of, not necessarily by hand. If we do low to high, important leagues, golds, up to 82. Make sure we're just not putting in a Pro League card. I'm fine doing some MLS right now. Do we have a second? Check that in. Another crafting upgrade. Dude, where are all my gold rares? Were you that good at rinsing them? Probably. We're getting like one per page, bro. Storage. There we go. Now there's two. So now I'll try to save some of the League One cards if we can. Okay, now the 80 ones are popping up. Now that we're using more gold commons, those should mainly be out now. The ratio should even out. The lower half of our dupe storage is now opened up. We are now a little overkill. Okay, so dupe storage is opened up bottom half. Let's do a little bit more small prime spam. Putelis 91 we just got, by the way. Do you think they'll do the 8220 grind? I hope they do. We don't need it, though. This low-key might be better than the 8220 grind. I'm not even joking. The provision's worth buying out. Why would you have to buy the provisions when the grind already gets you them for free? Unless you're not grinding, then maybe. I don't know the price of 85s though. Let's see. Yo, thank you for the sub, buddy. Appreciate ya. Alright, we'll make ignore. Let's do like 6 players actually. 6, 7. We'll do 7. Low to high, untradeable only, ignore player, gold rare. Surprised it's been this long and I still haven't made a winter provision. I think I've done all of them by hand on console. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them are done now. Okay, so we have hundreds of cards back into our club now. So very quickly, we're going to continue spamming these. Again, we don't have the top half of our dupe storage taken care of. Those are going to be the more higher end things that we'll use for dailies. Once we go back to console, which is very quickly showing you how we got a full dupe storage here. Pro tip, SBC storage full. We're having a concoction of things here. I'm going to use my unassigned pile, even if it's overkill, to quickly filter into that. Boom, take care of it. Now we have no more cards that we're unassigned on. Let's see if we can make any more premium runs. We can. We have a decent amount there, so let's do crafting upgrades till we're out. Commons. Okay, we're out of commons. So let's do this till we're out of rares. Of off leagues. Okay, we're almost done there. Now we have 95 dupe storage. So now we're getting more high-end fodder on our dupe storage. It's slowly working its way up. So we can open that back up. We can do the defenders upgrade, all that stuff. We'll take care of that in console, like I said. But while we're on here, can I use gold commons from my dupe storage? To finish this out. Can you show your club analyzer? Yeah, give me 1 sec. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Should I open the La Liga League F premiums on Thursday or Friday? I think for most people, if you have limited stuff, and what I mean by limited is you're afraid you're going to run out of packs, wait till Friday and everything's in. If your fear is you're never going to run out of packs, Thursday's the day. Okay, let's hit more League SBCs. So next run has to be more untradables. Okay, we have way more untradables than it's giving us. I think my filter might be glitched. Unless got one there. We got some there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is good for that one. Remember, we're making enough now where we could probably... I could honestly probably get away with mostly a full tradable team at this point. Especially with the cards in my club. We got most of them for 900 and under. But I still want to be smart with that. We don't want to overkill if we don't have to. CDM, left back. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Center back, left back. One's done 2. Okay. Now let's spam through. More small prime. So are you putting League SBC cards into crafting and premiums? Yes. Our newest video covers all the ways we're doing that. If you guys need a step-by-step. Now they're in form. Let's go. Cold, another Pro League card, Portuguese League card. Those prime golds are going to hit like crack with the amount of common in them. Maybe I should open them down to 250. Okay, another Portuguese League card. I guess we could do down to 300 today. Let's do that. Let's open down to 300 because I want to save a bulk for them during full, but just the amount of commons back will make the recycle easier. Messi Ronaldo player pick got leaked. Wait, so can you explain how that works? An 88 and an 84 in the same pack. W. You get to choose between them. Another 85. You see where it becomes impossible to keep up with this speed on console, right? This is where the truly unlimited nature comes in. Huge effect. Literally like quadruple the speed. Also, too, you got to remember, we're still saving most of our packs. Like my crafting upgrades and the source of Pro League and mainly League of Portugal in there. Haven't really touched those at all because we're building them up. So think of all the other packs that we're making that we're getting more untradables. They'll be putting into that section to make it even cheaper over and over and over again. Okay, 66. Send on dupes. All right, we got a lot of 83s, 84s. We could probably go into dailies now. We're starting to get dupe team of the weeks as well. You guys want to see dailies on console? Yeah, it's 516. I got to. Let's go back. Yeah, hopefully that was somewhat useful. What's up, guys? Hola, Mom wanted to know, are we driving together or are we meeting there? Okay, how far away are you, would you say? Okay, sounds good. Okay, sounds good. All right, bye. You can make it so it backs out automatically after you open a pack. I don't want to take it too far, though. There's some stuff I like doing the way we have set. If there is something that does that, and we pack a team of the year and it gets us out of there, those would be like min-maxing things where it's less meaningful to do in the grand scheme of things. Okay, we got to do the dailies. Is tomorrow the day to start opening packs or Friday? Depending on your pack situation. If you feel like you're in fear of running out and you don't have many packs, Friday's the day. Thursday's for if you don't care about the honorable mentions or the 12th man and you want to start ripping due to time. Alright, is this just rating? Okay. We'll start with this then. Guys, get anything out of your defender packs? Yeah. I mean, I'm probably going to struggle, but it makes no... No, I'm going to leave in a few minutes anyways. I'm just finishing up the stream, so yeah, I'll just meet you there. I'll be good. All right, bye. Yep, bye. All right, get those done. We'll do 2 more. We'll do all these back to back to back. Okay, more space there. Boom, boom, boom. Wait a second. We could do... I think we can now do the 90 rated squad of Marcelo. Now that we got Putellas. How many packs would you say is enough to allow us to rip for tomorrow? I have 630 and you're doing your grind, just skipping the mix league. So I would say it's the grind more than the pack number. So if you're doing my grind, I'm assuming you mean like you're endlessly ripping packs, recycling. Feel free to start tomorrow. If you want to save like your highest quality, like if you have a bunch of 85 10s, 84 10s, I don't know what your high-end thing would be. Save those things, but like League SBC ripping, League specific ripping, Thursday's fine. Especially with the amount you're going to recycle anyways. No big deal. All right. I only have enough time for these defenders, dudes. I'm going to make the, I think, 83 10s and open them off stream. But we'll end the stream with these. We'll do more League SBC runs. We'll build up more craft and upgrades. I'll do that kind of off stream grinding. No problem. But let's get you guys these. All right, dudes, we have 3 of the 83 plus defender packs. Let me know what you got in yours. Come on, EA. Team of the year. Nope. We'll take walkouts, though. Rip. Opening big packs tomorrow as well. 2 less team of the years, but the honorable mentions look terrible. Honestly, if you did want to start opening your big packs for Thursday, you could do that too, because a blue's guaranteed to be a blue without the confusion of it being a nominee versus an actual team of the year. I completely forgot about that whole thing that's going to be happening. Our first blue might be an honorable mention. Oh gosh. Could you imagine being trolled as our first blue? That would suck. Yeah, my big thing is SBC bans. I'm trying to avoid SBC bans by recycling lower end stuff. And lower end for me right now is like the prime gold players packs, the small rare gold players packs. Yeah, we're at 153 craft and upgrades. This number will be 250 plus for tomorrow. Small primes, and try to get those open to 0. Small rare gold players packs will probably be closer to 1,500 than 1,200, sadly. So I think in my head, starting tomorrow, free reign rip of prime golds and small rare golds, especially on stream. I think turn our brain off, spam these into more League SBCs or more League specifics would probably make sense. Maybe we start opening some League specifics as well. But yeah, for the most part, we'll be good. All right, any last questions, boys? Oh, I forgot to save the clip. Okay, Mubba, I got one question. I don't know if it's because I missed something or because I'm too tired, but with the Premium League SBC, I'm waiting. What about it? Mubba, do you recommend I open all 70 winter provisions today and tomorrow? Yes, get them done now. You should have 0 winter provisions outside of your dailies before a full team of the year to avoid SBC bans as much as possible. Whatever you want to put them into is your prerogative. I like League SBCs, and league specifics, but you don't want to be dealing with those bans. Did I open all my tradable packs? Jumbo Gold, yes. Now we have a few more Jumbo Golds, but Prime Electrums I'm going to try to build out to, look at that, double League SBC card in there for Pro League, Portuguese League. So 2 more untradables. Beautiful. You said that you'll get enough golds for the Premier League and Bundesliga, but you're not opening the big league upgrades. How does that work? What do you mean I'm not opening the big league upgrades? The league specific upgrades? Timon, I hate to try to dumb down talking to you, brother, because I know you're a very educated man. I'm going to have you put your thinking cap on because you're very tired. I'm going to have you use your big brain here for 2 seconds. For many different things. Bundesliga Serie A on itself, we'll get a ton of. But Prem and La Liga, we have a bunch of league-specific packs where we say, even if we don't get a Team of the Year, it serves another purpose. So, same reason I'm making League 1. I can get Team of the Years in there. Worst case scenario, I don't. I get League SBC cards and off leagues to do crafting upgrades and more league specifics and more League SBCs. Yeah. And worst case scenario, let's say I do run out of Bundesliga and Serie A cards. I rip into my save packs to get even more cards. And the more packs you have saved, the better off you are because the more fall room you have. But I have to keep building them up. I see no world why you wouldn't be building them up. 2 more there. W. Unless you can explain to me how you're not building them up. Whether you're doing the mixed grind, the premium grind. You're building out league specifics with off leagues or dupe storage. Winter provisions, all the daily stuff. Everyone has the ability to work in a positive direction. But in your vid, you're going over to do League 1 instead of the Prem La Liga. Why was I doing League 1? What specific reason was I doing League 1 specifics? Along, not in replace of. Why was I doing it along with the Prem and La Liga? What you're saying about that, you just open your safe packs. I don't got that. Timon! It is not full Team of the Year. You have coins. You're in here asking stupid questions. You have time to grind. Get on the mixed. Get on the premium. Get on your crafting upgrades. Make packs and spam. What are we doing? You know everything. You're not an idiot. You know this all. Do it. I have packs you don't have because I'm making packs. You're not making packs. You're questioning your existence. Talking about League SBCs on dates tomorrow. Brother, you're not going to have a date tomorrow if you don't do 25 league specifics right now. Drop down and give me 25 mix and 25 league specifics. Or you got to call your date off. I'm dead ass. Dead ass. Give me her number. I'll go on the date with her instead. I will make the plane flight over there, brother. My goodness. Yes, you don't have additional packs to rip because you're not additionally grinding. You had 2 months to grind. You were sleeping. You were taking a break from the game because you were too tired to grind the menus. Oh, I'm timing. I can't play a virtual video game. And now you're back. You're making coins. You're making packs. You're opening packs. That's good. But if you want to build out, if you want to turn your brain off a little bit more, you gots to build out a little bit more. Drop and give me 25, brother. That being said, love you, Timon, brother. Hopefully the date goes well, man. Let me know how it goes. See if she's a Lib or Sud supporter. That's huge. Maybe it's too soon to ask about the Pro League and Portuguese League, but yeah. If you guys do have any more questions, feel free to leave comments on the videos. Again, the grind playlist is pinned in chat. If you guys need any advice on the grind that you saw today, mainly how I'm opening my packs now. It's the newest video on the channel. The one before that is kind of more of a general grind of different ways you guys can grind during Team of the Year that lead into something like this. Obviously, the Mixed League grind, we didn't stop that because it doesn't work. We are now scaling even past the Mixed League grind. But if you want the benefits of the Mixed League grind, if you haven't done the Mixed League grind before, we have videos on that. All of it is so good. We're all grinding like crazy. We're all going to get Team of the Years. Just believe in it. Remember, it's full Team of the Year for a little more than a week. Enjoy the time. You don't have to get a Team of the Year instantly. It's not going to happen. League-specific premiums, don't make them in hope of getting one guaranteed. Make them as a tool to diversify, give you a chance to get one, and recycle. You'll end up most likely getting one anyways from these, or 8220 if it comes, or League SBC, or Crafting Upgrade. You're going to hit somewhere. Just keep it going. And by the end of the week, by the end of this promo, whether you got one or not, game's going to be dead, or you're going to be doing icon swaps, and you're going to have R9 anyways. So who cares if you have Holland up top when you have R9 up top in 2 weeks. But yeah, we believe in you guys. We're going to be grinding like crazy. Yeah, we'll see you guys then. It's been a Mobile Elite. I'm out. Peace. Love y'all. God bless.